She get rocky, but the show must go on. She get rocky, bullets hit like Stallone. Body dropping, trying to pay out Capone.
What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all for tuning in to the Hot Shots podcast. This is episode 7. We got a lot of hot topics coming up, man. Tune in.
What up, everybody? Like he said, it's episode 7. It's kind of crazy. He just said, I was like, yo, what episode we on? He was like 7. I was like, damn, we already recorded that much. It's crazy, man. But we've been having fun. You know, they say like when you you know, when it's fun, you don't realize you're working, right?
Nah,
yeah,
that's true.
So today,
don't feel like work.
it don't. Yeah, we just chilling. You know what I'm saying? But it's not work. It's not work. This is our free time. We in the, you know what I'm saying, in the studio. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to start thinking about it like it's work. Anyway. Today we got a few things, as usual. And a lot of times, you know, we just talk until the conversation leads somewhere until we realize, we need to shut up now. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So today we wanted to talk about, I don't know if y'all heard about it, where these two women in Vegas, I guess they were like strippers. You ever been to Vegas?
Yeah, I've been to Vegas.
All right, so I've been a few times, and it's kind of Vegas culture. And I don't want to say that and offend people, but to tourists, you go to Vegas and you're going to see some strippers, and they going to come up to you. And they going to say, yo, what's good? Like, you trying to have a good time, blah, blah, blah. Whether you stay at the Bellagio, the Caesar's Palace. Actually, I think this happened at Caesar's Palace, what I'm about to talk about.
It happened at Caesar's?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
so these two women approach this guy. Actually, I don't know that. I'm lying. These two women and this guy, right? They were walking through there's a video of them online walking through like the hotel, the lobby. And then another video was shot, the two women running. You know what I'm saying? After they had gotten into the room, came out of the room, they were running, and it turned out that they actually robbed and killed a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like 25-year-old guy. And the girls, bro, one was 21 and the other one was like either 19 or 22. So kids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like I guess today I saw the story like today. They got sentenced to like, I guess they had a plea deal and they got sentenced like 10 to 25 years. But
so it's 10 to 25.
10 to 25. Yeah, so I guess that depends on, you know, whether whoever is handling their release
they maybe got parole. I'm not sure. They probably got parole, so you'll be eligible after 10 years based on your behavior or whatever. Better.
Do you think that's a 10 years? Do you think that's like a decent amount of time for that kind of crime, bro?
I mean, I don't put jail on nobody, but I'm just saying, like, for a murder, like somebody lost their life.
A robbery and a murder, so you can't even say it was premeditated. Like that shit was premeditated, bro.
But I'm thinking that maybe the intention wasn't to kill a person, and it probably went.
Oh nah, she took the gun out, and popped him.
No, I'm saying, like, did he like? Oh yeah, I ain't see the video.
So the thing is, there was no video inside the hotel room. Yeah. It was. I would imagine it's just what they said, what the women said, because he dead, so he can't say nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So what I'm thinking is maybe I'm not saying she could have just been a shooter, or killer, but I'm saying maybe she pulled the gun out and he ain't take it serious because she was a female.
Yeah, or he tried to fight back.
Yeah, or he tried to went in like, man, what you tripping? Y'all ain't about to, and they shot him. You get what I'm saying?
I think they only shot him once.
Yeah, so that sounds more like what I'm saying. Like,
okay.
Like they probably most of the times you gonna try females. I ain't gonna say it's a mistake, but you gonna try like I don't know how I'm gonna feel if a female try to rob me. I think I'm gonna try to, Yeah. Sometimes your pride to make you, man, I know she ain't. No, she tripping. I'm gonna try to, and that's maybe why they gave her that time. I'm thinking that's probably what her lawyers and them probably went with. Like, when her intention wasn't to shoot him, she was there to rob him, but
You know, one of my close friends died like that up in Richmond. He was a real friendly dude, man, and he would befriend everybody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say his name for respect, for his family and stuff. But when I say we were close, I mean we were like, that was my boy, bro. Yeah. And there was not any forced entry into his house, so more than likely it was somebody he knew. They went in there and it was like some kind of, the story is they tried to, rob him of his guns and some money or something, and he resisted and they shot and killed him. You know, I think he got shot twice in the chest or something. But like it's it's a tough thing. It was a few years ago, man. It actually kind of hit hard, you know. And I know we were gonna leave some of this for later because we had planned to talk about something later. But it just kind of made me think about that. You know what I'm saying? You saying, you know, him like fighting back or wanting to like resist. But bro, it can't be easy. Like just giving somebody something that you work hard for, especially in his situation. He probably got totally blindsided by that. Like, what? Like, I was gonna pay y'all to do this anyway. Why are you trying to rob me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe they were just having a good time. Maybe in a situation where they were like, look, because me and one of my boys, man, we went out to Vegas. Actually, it was a group of us that went, and we got approached. Me and one of my fellas got approached by two girls, and they were like, yo, like, I think she was saying like 150, 200, and you could do whatever you want type thing. And I was like, I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of people have $150 in their pocket, bro.
Most people going to Vegas if they see something they like. That's in the city. So that's what, I'm telling you, bro. Most people they go. You know what I'm saying? They might have turned her down, but the next girl they like, nah, that one right there gotta get it. How much?
But you don't think you're gonna get shot? You don't think you're gonna die?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
You know what I mean? That shit heavy, bro. Like,
I look at them as learning lessons too, though, because it's like you see how like you thinking with the wrong head, where it can end you. Like even though you're not expecting that, just always I say expect the unexpected. You know, so that's one of my theory logics I live by, because I done seen stuff that you don't expect to go happen. Like it happens. So sometimes, you know.
Well, it kind of what it brings to my mind is trust. Like, can you actually trust them? Like, you can't even trust people you know. Like, much less to trust somebody you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, people coming in your comfort zone, and we all operate on trust every day. Like, you trust the driver next to you on the highway to not just, you know what I'm saying, like run into you and kill you and your whole family. You know what I'm saying? So we have to operate on trust, but like you said, like, do you want to put yourself in these situations where, you know what I mean? Because, you can say expect the unexpected, but, bro, like, you really think two strippers going to rob you and kill you? Like, that is not something that's
I think about shit like that.
You do?
Yeah. So that's why I say it just depends on where your mind frame at and what you've seen. Because I had seen it before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe not killing. No, I ain't seen nobody get. But I'm saying
robbed. Sure, I could see somebody getting robbed by a stripper.
So when it comes with a robbery, it will always be violence, because you never know whether somebody's gonna say if it's $500, dude might be like, you can have it. But if it's $10,000, he might be like, man, what y'all tripping? I ain't letting women take this money from me. You gonna have to take my body with it. You know what I'm saying? He probably not really thinking he gonna die, but like some people just ain't going, bro. Like,
you know, it's crazy because ain't that how Pop died? Pop Smoke? He got robbed. He got like set up.
They leaked his address.
Right, they leaked his address. Some dudes went and shot and killed him. Right, robbed him.
They robbed him. They tried to rob him. He reached for the gun.
And they shot him. Yeah. And then Triple X Tentacion died the same way too.
A lot of people die like that.
You know what I'm saying? It's
getting a location drop, getting one thing I know, if you're in a public, this for anybody that's a public figure, have somebody go do that for you. If you want the girl, send them out. He not a public person, but I'm saying if you like those situations, I feel like they could have been avoided, because it's like, if say for instance, it was just your podcast, like you was up here by yourself, right? And you blow up, you get to the point where you getting millions of dollars. I'm not letting you go to the store, bro. I'm like, nah, bro, I got you. You be like, bro, I want to, whatever situation. I know you in a relationship. Say if you were single and you be like, bro, I want to get with some woman. I would be the person to go make sure that everything go through and it gets to you safely. Because you're the breadwinner. So in those situations, you supposed to never allow the person that's at the top of the food chain to have to go out there and get no girl.
Which is crazy. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Or go anything. He's not doing nothing, bro. You gonna literally sit in here. I'm gonna bring you. Look, which one of these is 5 of them? You want to keep 3, 2? You want to keep all of them?
That's crazy, you know bro. The fact that you gotta even like live like that, like, I mean, it's just I don't know if I want that, bro. I like my freedom. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, to me, that's like prison. Like, you in jail. Like, you can't. Now, obviously, if you live in like a rich area where everybody got money, you good. Yeah. But like, you know, if you get to that kind of level in life where, cause see me, bro, and it's funny cause I am doing a pod. You know, we are doing a podcast. I would much rather have the money than the fame. I've always said this, like, being a celebrity, it's gotta suck, because you gotta live by this, like everybody expects you to be this angel that nobody is. You know what I'm saying? No, it's absolutely impossible for people to live to these standards that these, like, people set for them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the celebrities try their best to live by the standard, I guess. But then this one person might find out, oh yeah, this dark secret, this skeleton in this closet, man, and all of a sudden, like,
now you most hated.
Most hated. Everybody want to cancel you and all this, man. Like, bruh.
We see it every day, bro. Well, I ain't gonna say every day, but we see it constantly with different. Man. I don't care what genre music you in, what sport you in. We see it with everybody.
Everybody,
bro. You know like, and that's the thing with fame. It can come and it can go. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Same way you got it, the same way you can lose.
Facts. So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of questionable. You got me thinking, like, do I really want to be famous? I don't know if I want to be famous. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to, like, I feel like I look at, like, a Joe Rogan or like a Stephen A. Yeah. And I feel like somebody like that, with the energy that they have around them, I don't know if they're going to be in places that attract that kind of attention. But you never know.
They don't put themselves in those situations. And they know that. Like, what I'm telling you is, like, you're the type of person that you would be able to take fame well, because you would know how to put yourself, like, you would party a certain way. You would, you probably would be like, man, I ain't going to no club. I'm going to rent the whole club out. Or I'm going to have 20 people come over here. I'm going to, like, invite only, all white party. Like, you throwing certain events where you minimize the chance of that happen. Mm-hmm. Whereas normally we could be like, man, bro, we could be in Vegas just to say, we be like, man, we're going to go out tonight.
Yeah,
but
true.
Once you hit a certain level, we might be like, man, shit.
You got to have a posse almost, or like a group.
Or however you move. We might have security. You move you just move differently. Gotcha. And you got to have somebody on your team, like me, that's going to tell you, like, bro, nah, we slipping right now.
Facts.
You know, so
they can kind of, they're alert. They can kind of see what's going on. It's funny you say that, because when I go back home, bro, like, so there's like this there's a perception in Jamaica that, like, when you come to America, you know what I'm saying, you got money. Shit is fucking crazy, bro. Like, they be like, yeah, man, like, oh, they from America, or they went to America, so, and they're back. They could tell by your shoes, your clothes, like, and it's funny because they might be wearing the same thing you're wearing, but it's something about your swag or your vibe that's just,
man, you got that American scent on
you. Facts, bro.
They just can smell it on you, bro. It's like,
so
it's like when I met you, I could tell you.
He got a different, it's something different about him.
You can't really put your finger on it. I ain't know where you was from, but like you know what I'm saying, I know he ain't from around here, something, it's just kind of, it's kind of that thing.
No, I feel you, but the thing with back home though, with what you're saying, I see what you mean. You gotta, like, I don't go, certain places I'll go by myself or with, like, another person. But let's say I'm going back to, like, where I'm from. The hood I grew up in, or, you know what I'm saying, where I know cats is kind of, they rough boys, you know what I'm saying? They into some rough stuff. What I do when I go home is, I take care of everybody. So, like, for instance, if I'm going home and I'm going to my hometown, all the boys that I used to hang with, I'm talking from when we were, like, you know what I'm saying, like 3 years old and up.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, tell them all Pete's home. Like, let's meet at, let's say one of them run a bar or something.
Yeah.
Let's meet at his bar, and I buy everybody drinks and, you know what I'm saying, like, stuff like that. Because I've realized this. You feed and buy drinks for people, a lot of times, they're happy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that these people would.
The wolves, they won't always eat you.
Facts. I'm not saying that these people would really do anything to, like, but they protect my head.
I know what you mean.
You see what I'm saying? Like, when I go home and I'm like, look, obviously I ain't rich, but I'll share the spoils, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let's all eat. Like, I remember this one time, bro. Oh, it's a funny story, actually. Damn. My boy Damar, I'm gonna call his name too. No, Damien. My boy Damien. Big up yourself, Damien, if y'all watch this. We was at, man, should I tell this? Hold on. Nah, I'm gonna put you on blast, Damien. I'm gonna put you on blast. So, we went to this strip club out back home. And the strip clubs in Jamaica, they get naked, bro.
Yeah.
And it's not like here, so some of the strippers are actually, like, you know what I'm saying, you can actually, like, mess with them, you know what I mean? So this girl came up to me, and because I was like, throwing, me and my group, we all, you know what I'm saying, throwing money and stuff. And she came up to me because she's that scent like you talk about, you know what I mean? Yeah. So she was like, how you doing, da-da-da. She's spitting game, right? Yeah. But I know what she's trying to do, you know what I mean? So I was like, hey, what's up, So long story short, she was like, trying to, you know what I'm saying, like, take you in the back. And I was like, well, for what? Because I'm trying to, play, you know what I mean? I want her to come out and say it. She's like, and I was like, nah, I don't. Like, I like honesty, you know what I mean? So she told me, like, you give me a little something, I'll take care of you, right? So I was like, look, I appreciate it, but my dad would be really upset if he found out that I paid for something. He would be really upset. So I was like, listen, see them guys over there? I'm pretty sure one of them would be happy. And how much would you charge, to do it? And she told me how much it would be. I was like, look, I'll pay you. Take care of one of my boys. You know what I'm saying? So Damien was like, hell yeah, I'm trying to do this. So I gave Damien a condom, right? Yeah. Because I had I had a Magnum, right? I went to Walmart. Wait, I think this was never mind. I can't talk about what I was about to say. But I went to Walmart and I got this big ass thing of condoms before I went home. And I gave him one. I was like, bro, use this. It's because Magnums are thick. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Bro, Damien went back there. We out here drinking, talking, having a good time. He come out a minute later, bro. I was like, yo, what the hell? He come out leaning and like smiling, looking all slow and shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck? He was like, bro. I was like, yo, what's up? And then he came and gave me the condom back. I said, yo, what's like you ain't use it? He said, nah, bro, she had her own. I was like, oh shit. So apparently the game is like they'll use like the thin, because they'll have like the thin junk and the sensitive junk, you know what I'm saying? Because they trying to get in and get out, you know what I mean? Yeah, so they want you to, you know what I mean? So it was kind of crazy. But yeah, man.
Kind of hustle over there. That's.
It was, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro. Look, we talk shit. I was like, Damien, 1 minute though. I was like, it took you.
Nigga said that's all I need. I ain't tripping. I'm here for a good time. Damien ain't tripping.
He ain't tripping. Yo, man, that was funny, bro. That was good time. That was good time.
That's funny. Yeah, though. That's crazy though. But like, the issue with that though, like. It do work that way, but you always got that one motherfucker that still feel like you ain't doing enough.
Facts.
And that be the tricky part, cause it's like it make people. That's why a lot of people would just stay away, cause it's like, man, I just fed everybody. I got you girls. I did this, I did that, and it's that one dude that went like, yeah, but he ain't buy me no shoes though.
Facts.
They gonna find something to,
Facts.
or. Man, he come over here and think he better than us.
Facts.
You done did everything you could possibly do to make sure we having a good time. I'm just here. I ain't trying to be better than nobody. But is that one person that, like, now he came back like he better than us. He think he better than us. So you got to always watch for that, you know.
And that's why what I do normally when I go home, I don't let people know where I'm staying. Yeah. I normally visit them. There's a certain schedule that I put together, and I set a time frame for them. And I'm only in that area around that time frame, so nobody can clock my moves. So that's how I move when I go home. You know what I'm saying? And that's how everybody I know move when they go home, because, certain people, like certain friends you have, like I got friends that are doing well. They not going, they gonna look out. They gonna make sure I'm good. But like you said, man, everybody you just don't know. And it don't be. Sometimes it don't even be your friends. It be friends of friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody talking, like, your partner might have set it up, but somebody might have seen you.
Yeah, like,
say, let me follow him. Let me see where he went to. Well, he's staying there. Okay, that's the spot where he's staying. They know you there for a week or however.
And see, the thing with me is where I'm from, I don't go there and stay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll visit everybody. I'll go visit all the girls and the fellas, and you know what I'm saying? We'll talk. I remember, man, it was so crazy, bro. Like, the girls used to be like, Peter, can I have one of your shirts that you was wearing so I can have you remember your smell? It was the cutest thing, where I was like, yeah, go ahead. I'll play soccer or something. They'll take my shirt, you know what I mean? Damn, bro. Got me reminiscing about Jamaica, man. Don't do that. But yeah, man, it's kind of like what I was saying with trust, bro. Like, you gotta have trust in you, but it's hard to, like, it's just difficult to place it, to know who you can trust and who you can't. But you gotta trust people. You have to. There's no way you can live your life without trusting in some way. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, but yeah, you know, I don't want to make it too political. We probably should hit this topic because it is kind of one of those topics that's, it's one of them things that everybody's kind of going crazy about. You know what I mean? I saw that this guy in Florida, he got like arrested, and he got arrested today, I think, or yesterday. I saw the news today. Apparently, he was posting on social media like, you know, that he want Trump to be killed. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, stuff that's kind of like ill-advised.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's a good idea. And they went and got him, bro. Like, they went, arrested him, and they're finding a way to charge him federally for threatening to kill the president.
And that's the times we live in. Like, come on, bro. Like, you gonna literally get on these platforms that you can never delete. So what? Facebook, Twitter, whatever you decide to get up there and make a threat to the person that has the most power
in the world. In the world, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
that is nuts. Like,
it's like, that's wild. And I particularly say the country because you might can say that shit if you was in China and get away.
Yeah. True.
But when you saying it, that's like somebody coming in your house and saying something.
True.
I'm gonna kill you in my house.
Nah,
what?
bro.
Like, that don't make sense.
Yeah, you about to get snatched up.
Regardless how you feel about Trump, dislike or don't like or dislike, you gotta admit that's stupid. You feel me?
That's dumb, bro. Like, bro, I just what I can't understand, bro, is why people let this shit get to them so damn much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look, okay, I do get that he is doing what he said he was gonna do. Sure. We'll say that. That dude is on a mission. Like, I saw that he was in Cali. Yeah. I saw that he went to North Carolina, you know, the hurricane, the fires, and he ain't like, I mean, he talking to the people he need to talk to, and you know, he ain't got no decorum, so like he gonna say like shit crazy, and he don't, you know what I'm saying, he don't got no, and that's who he is, you know what I'm saying. But I don't think in response you need to be out here like ruining your own life. Like, bro, he already president. Like, what the fuck? Like, what you getting mad gonna do? What you going online saying you gonna kill him gonna do? Like, you telling me that you ain't got nothing else going on in your life but to worry about Trump? Yeah. And worry about like what he's saying about some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. Like you said in the last episode, mind your damn business, bro.
For sure.
Like, what in the hell? Like, why is it that, I mean, bro, if I heard that shit happen to my dad, bro, I'd be so mad at him. Like, yo, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you, why would you like let it get to you so much? You got your wife at home, you got your grandkids, and you letting Trump, the idea of him, he ain't doing nothing to you directly, but the idea of him ruin your damn life. I don't.
I got a question for you. Do you think those people that do that are like people that, do you think those are people that are miserable, or they're living like a regular life? I
think they're too locked in to the news, bro.
I think they're people that don't have no life. Like, I feel like if you're willing to risk it all by saying something like that, like, I don't believe, like, that's like somebody that's like, for instance, somebody that's like getting bullied at school might call the school a bomb threat. But somebody that's enjoying school while you in high school
would never do that.
Exactly. So I feel like when you get people that do things like that.
Yeah, but as an adult, you got a choice. You don't have a choice to get bullied.
No,
if you're getting bullied, you got to stand up for yourself. That's harder than just getting off of a site.
No,
you know
what I'm saying is, it might not be a site. What I'm saying is, if you don't have nothing, if you control nothing in your life, no facet of your life, like you might live in your mama basement, you might be like you don't know what a woman feel like. You can't remember. So it's all you got. So they sitting there trolling. So he going, man, such and such Trump. I do this to Trump. Like, he's looking at it like, bro, you taking it too serious, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that serious. But I think somebody that really has something going on for themselves or anything wouldn't have that amount of energy.
So the reason why I disagree with that slightly is because you remember the guy that went to Trump's his golf course in Mar-a-Lago or in Florida. The I don't know if the Trump the golf course is in Mar-a-Lago. I don't remember, but anyway, the dude that was hiding in the bushes that they found, well, apparently he had his own business. You know, he'd lived in Hawaii for a while, and you know, Hawaii's expensive. You cannot be broke living decently in Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he was like a bum by any means, or like a dude that ain't like, you know, won't doing nothing with his life. I think he got radicalized by like listening to like, you know, certain things. Like there's certain people, bro, once they hear something, they start digging deep into it, and that's their whole like it becomes their identity.
So if you allow, if you allow something to do that to you, I feel like you couldn't have been happy. So regardless of if you had a wife, it had to be something outside of you, or you weren't happy because you wouldn't allow it.
There are a lot of people that aren't happy though.
That's what I'm saying. So despite he can be taking pictures with his family, going on trips, but he cannot be there. So. And then on top of that, I can't stand Trump, but I wouldn't be able to like. I might not like Trump. I might not like whoever it is. Yeah. I'm not gonna not like them to the point where it's gonna make me risk my freedom.
Hell?
So I'm saying for you to do that, you either have a mental issue or it's something going on that you're like. You get what I'm saying? I don't think nobody can get that lost.
Like a normal, you're saying like a normal individual.
Yeah. Like,
what it tells me, bro. Like you know how people will tell you they love you.
For sure.
You ever had a woman say, "Bro, I love you so much. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you." And then when you do something that you make a mistake or something, she lose all respect. She talk to you like you ain't no like, or not necessarily talk to you crazy, but it's like all the love that she supposedly had for you is just gone. Like, it's like, oh damn girl, all I said was, you know what I'm saying, something small and you reacting like this. Or every argument, oh, I'm about to leave, I'm done with this. And it's like, do you actually like, you know what I'm saying? So it to me, bro, sometimes people just, I think people are just, either they don't know themselves, they get easily influenced, you know what I'm saying, and they change their minds. Like, you can have some girls, bro, like I told this to my girl, like, be careful having a whole bunch of friends that are single. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, they're not going to give you good advice. Like, they're going to give you single girl friends advice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, I wouldn't have did that. I would have.
Well, for one, I'll say this about her. I say this with my chest out. I know my girl ain't gonna talk about our business out because she's a very private person. Sure. But like, I've dated girls who have. Yeah. And they'll just be talking, and then the thing is, you let all these people in your shit, and you're easily influenced by them. And now, you know, they miserable, so now they want you to be miserable just like they are. And a lot of these people that get radicalized, bro, they're just very easily influenced because I think that human beings like they feel more comfortable following than leading.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you ever had to make like such a hard decision in your life that it was like, damn, like, I really don't want to I don't want to have to make this decision, but you have to make it. Yeah. And it'd be like, man, I wish somebody else could make this decision for me. Some people, bro, don't want to be in those situations at all, bro. They would rather just follow, listen to whatever you say, and you know what I'm saying, and go from there. You know, so I don't know if that's what's happening to these people. You know, if like some group or they listen to like whatever news channel or whatever podcast and they're like, oh yeah, Trump did this one thing and he's like them saying he a Nazi or he's Hitler or whatever the hell they say. I could see that radicalizing people, bro.
That's why I say, like, I know people.
Not like you and me though.
No, that's what I'm saying. I know people that personally can't stand this politician or that politician, and they might talk trash about them, but they not about to go goddamn set no bomb on it. Y'all, you get what I'm saying? So I'm saying, like, if you willing to do that, it had to be something. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I'm with you, bro.
I get with, like, because there's some stuff that people, like, they might say, man, I can't stand him, and they can't even tell you why they don't like this person.
Yeah.
But they know at the end of the day, it don't affect their life but this much. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Some people, if you're willing to be like crash out behind something about politics, it gotta be something. One of them screws gotta be loose.
I mean, bro, because I hear people talk about like the whole thing about him doing the pardons, January 6th. People are like, oh, you know what's crazy? I remember when that shit happened, bro. How I felt. You remember when January 6th happened, bro?
Yeah.
You remember how you felt when that shit happened?
Yeah, I felt like that shit was crazy.
Yeah. I think it was embarrassing, bro.
I feel like, yeah.
Like, it was hella embarrassing. And I think it was like, it made us look like, for one, that year was such a crazy year because of all the riots around George Floyd dying. Yeah. And so it felt like the whole country was on fire. And then with that shit as the icing on the cake, it was like, damn, bro.
January. So you talking about, okay, I was locked up. I thought you was. Okay.
No, I'm talking about when they stormed the Capitol.
Oh, yeah.
Like January 6th when they stormed the Capitol.
Yeah.
So it was like, and I remember talking to like I used to work with this guy. He's a avid, like, he's a Trump supporter, bro. And I used to talk to him like, look, bro, you gotta condemn that shit, bro. Like, that shit is crazy. And I used to say to him, you know, bro, like, I understand that he didn't tell them, hey, go into the Capitol and try to hang Nancy Pelosi or whatever the hell, the vice president. I understand he didn't say it in so many words, but he got so much power.
Kind of nudged
with
him.
It's like
he ain't telling him directly,
right? And it's kind of like what Eminem
point at you.
Yeah, like right.
Yeah.
And you know, it's kind of like what Eminem used to say, like, you know, I can't raise your kids like for you. Yeah. He used to say that shit in his songs. You know what I mean? Like, I make lyrics. I can't stop pretty much crazy people from doing what they do. So I do get the argument that the dude was making. He was like, bro, Trump ain't never said go do it. But I was saying, but he also has to realize that he has an audience that's very fickle, and they would listen to whatever the hell he says. You know what I'm saying, bro? I think if Trump said, yo, go into the Capitol and do it, they would have done it 100%.
For sure.
If he had said don't stop, they would have went.
If you got 100%. power, you have to take accountability of what your words can do. So people that say that, like, oh, I can't, like, that's a lie. Like, you can, if you have some form of influence, you have the power to do
Facts.
that. And we brought up I brought up an issue with the rappers when I said that Jeezy told the people that they give you $10,000.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, bro.
How power that is. That somebody lost their life behind this.
Yeah.
So that just shows you how, and that's a rapper. So imagine how much influence
the president
has.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So you have to take.
Well, and then Trump, like, he's so popular, bro, because, bro, like, he is literally. If you go on Google, who is the most searched person? It's him.
For sure.
One year was Andrew Tate. You ever heard about him? Andrew Tate.
I'm not familiar with that.
He's like I would say he's kind of like red pill community, like, you know, masculinity, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? He's one of. But I
know the name, but I'm not sure.
Okay, that's a subject for another day. But like, people talk about him so much, and a lot of it's negative. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that you can't get away from it, but people, stop being radicalized by just media outlets, because the thing is, people got biases, bro. Everybody do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when you have somebody doing something, like, for instance, bro, I seen people get mad at shit that Trump did that their party also does. Well, yeah, it's different when why is it different? It's the same shit.
Yeah.
I just can't understand it. And, you know, maybe it's because I'm not a follower. I don't follow, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I just can't. I just can't. I'm like, okay, I get it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you know what I mean?
You got your own man, and you can't. People can't sway you one way or another. You're gonna come up with your own opinion on things, and that's how you gonna go about
and that's me.
But everybody not like that.
Yeah,
I'm that way too. Like, I'm the type that I don't care. It could be 100 people in here. If I feel like that shit was wrong, I'm gonna still say it's wrong.
Yeah,
I don't care if they like, bro, that shit was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Bro. Like, and I'm willing to
exactly.
all nanny y'all.
Right,
you know
exactly. And the thing with me, bro, I'ma listen, and sometimes I do have this habit where I listen very closely, and I'll listen. I'll very intently listen to you. If I disagree, I will find things to chop your argument up. For sure. I'll do that shit. But I sometimes I find that it's like, it could be a little bit like, you know, unnerving to the other person, because it's like, especially if they realize it and they say something wrong and they know I'm gonna be like, nah, like, that's not, you know what I'm saying? So it's something that I kind of don't like about myself, to be honest with you. So it's something I try not to do. So when I hear people say shit wrong and I know it's wrong, I'll just ignore it. Like, I'll try to actively ignore it. But sometimes I can't help it. I'm like, bro, like, that's not true. that's absolutely false. Like, I had this dude tell me, bro, like, he was trying to tell me that, so I guess he's learning crypto. He's getting into crypto and stuff. And he was telling me that, like, you can't, I don't know where he found this, that you can't transfer money overseas with any amount of money overseas without, like, the banks kind of like communicating with each other or whatever. And I was saying, hey, how like what are we talking? He was saying, well, it takes like days to transfer money overseas. And I was like, yeah, that's not true.
Yeah.
And he was telling me, no, it is. It's, you know, you're wrong. Because crypto, you can, you know, transfer crypto just instantly.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was like, well, I understand what you're saying. I'm just there's some steps you got to take to transfer money, but you can definitely transfer money overseas instantly.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, I ain't trying to step on your toes, bro, but you know, I got experience in this.
It's a way to do it. I just seen it done.
Yeah. Yeah, but he wasn't having that, bro. He was telling me I was wrong, even though I've done it several times. He's like, nah, you're wrong. That's not true. I was like, okay, you know. So, but like I said, you know, it's one of those things where people kind of they latch on to things because they hear it, or I don't know, bro. But we gotta stop doing that shit because it's not good for our minds, bro. It makes an intelligent person stupid.
If you don't know it, that's what I tell people. Like I'm the king of telling you, like I won't say this for a fact. Now if I know it for a fact, I'm gonna stand on it.
Exactly.
But if it's not a fact, I know for 100%. I don't care where you go research this at. This a fact.
What did we bet the other day? We made a bet. You said something to me.
I said it was a fact too. I might have been wrong.
No, you were wrong. Well. It was debatably. It was debatably wrong.
It was about the World Cup.
Versus Super Bowl. Like who makes? But you know, it's funny.
I was wrong.
But not. It's kind of right. Because we were talking about like whether the World Cup makes more money than the Super Bowl, and okay, you go ahead, tell them what you said. I don't need to talk for you.
I was pretty much saying like that the World Cup is every 4 years, and it's really two things you can't compare. That's how I look at it, like over because you got numerous of days that's going through weeks. When the Super Bowl
but not you explain. Nah, you gotta tell them what you said though.
Oh, I said that. No, I said I was wrong. I said that the World Cup. I said if you add the Super Bowl for 4 years, it would make more than the World Cup, which wasn't true.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And then, but I'm not even me speaking was ignorant because I don't know nothing too much about the World Cup.
Yeah.
So when I went and did my research on what the World Cup is, I said, well, shit, if you goddamn, that's pretty
all
much,
countries,
and not even that. How long is spanning out? It'd be impossible for it to be. So
and that's
if you're competing it for a day, then I'm like,
well, what did you bet though? Because that bet was crazy. What did you bet?
Come on, bro.
He bet me, bro. I shaved my eyebrow, bro. I know for a fact. I was like, listen, bro. I'm not gonna bet you.
He was scared to bet. Don't act like he knew 100%. He was scared. He thought, I don't know. I would lose my eyebrow. Let me go do some research.
Yeah, but you know, I'm locked into the World Cup, so I already knew like that was one of the biggest world events. You know what I'm saying? Like it's every 4 years, so a lot of even America competes, but obviously American football is just more promoted here, so you would think that like it's the biggest, you know what I mean? But nah, that shit was funny as hell.
Yeah. And like I said, I didn't know the dynamics. Like when you would really have to break it down to like by far the World Cup is the bigger event because it's like, but it's
every country, including America.
But I'm looking at it for how long it is as well. So I'm thinking like the only way you would be able to properly combine it, you would have to use the whole playoffs maybe for 4 years, and then you would have to see. And the World Cup still might outdo it. But
I think that would be like actually, I think football might take it with that.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not 100% sure, but I'm saying like because the Super Bowl is one night.
Yeah,
it's only one night.
True.
It's one. You know, it ain't man. You going to it's one night, and that's what it is.
Because I think the last time it was like what we saw. What were the numbers we saw? Like 500 million, like some crazy. But like the World Cup be like $6 to $10 billion. Like it's insane.
It was a
huge difference. But I think 1 year the Super Bowl made like $1 billion or a couple $1 billion, didn't it?
I don't think it made a billion.
Or was it the whole playoff?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I think we was looking at the whole playoff.
Okay.
The World Cup blows that shit out the water. But like I say, it's two different dynamics. Like I mean,
bro, like some of these countries, because a lot of people think like America's like, of course America's the richest country, but a lot of countries are rich as hell, bro, and they love soccer. Like they love soccer. And I'll put it to you like this: our soccer players, like Usain Bolt, they're protected. Like you cannot hurt them. They're literally like a national treasure. You know what I'm saying? To these countries. So like, you ever heard of Messi? I know you heard of Messi.
Yeah, I know Messi.
You know what I'm saying? Like Ronaldinho, like
Ronaldo is.
There you go. Dude from oh my God, Beckham, David Beckham. Yo, them dudes. Let me not get into this, but you know what I'm saying? National treasures, you know what I'm saying? So soccer is a big thing, but obviously people love football
Michael
too.
Michael Jordan walk past and they gonna recognize him.
Hell yeah!
For real though.
For sure.
Like that whole thing is like America, like if you could, it's so many countries and stuff in it, so it's like
it is
uphill
too
battle.
hard.
You could never be able, you could never compare. And then you have to break it into too many different. Like I say, because the Super Bowl is like literally one game. Yeah. So I'm trying to like show me one soccer game that generates. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck whether the finals. Show me one, just one game.
I mean, I don't know. That's a good question.
No,
because
I'm just gonna show me one game.
I don't remember how many games they play. But it's a lot of games.
It's a lot. I just seen it because I be watching.
A lot of games, bro.
I'm like, damn, the soccer's still on. Like a week later, it's still on.
You don't watch it at all. Like you don't. You said you're not a fan.
It takes
some of them plays crazy, bro.
I watch the highlights. I'm a sports head, so when I watch ESPN, I just see them when they headbutt it in, and everybody run in. That was lit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like
it takes skill, bro.
Me to watch. My uncle plays soccer.
Oh, okay.
He ain't like big professional. He's pretty good at soccer. Okay. Like, he plays soccer, so like I'm not. My little brother plays soccer. I'm not.
I was too big.
I'm not like all the way against it. My thing is, it's too much up and run. Like, bro, when I watch basketball, them people scoring 100 points.
Yeah.
Like, man, they scoring. The score might be 2-0. Yeah. I gotta watch you think they about to score.
Yeah, but it takes skill to play soccer, though, bro.
It takes skill to play everything, bro.
Yeah, true. But think about it like this, like. I would say, okay, football scores more than soccer. Like, American football scores more. You know what I'm saying? But, like...
Not always. Well, yeah. Because it goes by 6.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah,
so it's
true.
Like maybe... Football is...
So technically, it might be the same amount of, like, actual scoring, but 1 point in soccer is just one goal is 1 point. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
And, you know, like...
A field goal is what, 2 points, 3 points? 3.
Field goal is 3. And then like I say, when I say basketball is constant, like, you got to score to stay alive in basketball. They're scoring 140, 120, 100 points every game. So it's like, it's up and down. Like, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 3 points, 2 points and 3 points, and 1 point for the free throws.
Got you.
Kind of like, it's just a different, like apples and oranges. But
you can't really compare them.
Like you can't throw boxing. None of all that shit is different.
Yeah. No, but it was funny though.
No, it was hilarious debate. You know what I'm saying? I would have lost the eyebrow. You weren't scared to bet.
I ain't saving my
eyebrow. You was right, though.
One eyebrow? No, sir. I ain't walking around like that. Save both, just one.
Just the left eyebrow.
Nah, man. I ain't even trying to shave my beard, much less my eyebrow, bro. You know how long that shit will take to grow back? It'll take a minute.
Bro, I don't even know how the eyebrow will grow back. Like, what do it grow back? I don't know, bro. Of course they grow back.
It has to, because like girls be getting they shit like done, and then they got to get it done.
Man, some girls' eyebrow don't come back, bro. They draw that. Don't let them trick you. They have to draw it.
Well, I think some girls don't have thick eyebrows. I think men normally have thicker eyebrows than women. I think
girls so many times are doing that shit and cutting it off and drawing it on.
True, because they like. It's like if you keep shaving up your hairline, this shit it's gonna go back. Like, you know how some cats don't want to walk around at all without like a fresh haircut. Like,
you got to.
Like, give your shit a break, dog. You know what I'm saying? Let your hairline come back, man.
I learned that because my hairline started going back. I said, I'm gonna chill for a little bit. Grew my hair out a little bit. For a little bit.
Look, I'm in my 30s and I ain't go bald yet. Actually, my hair is normally longer than this, which is kind of crazy because I cut it because I got tired of it, man. It's kind of a lot of work. So, but I'm gonna grow it back though. But yeah, man, that soccer, that shit was funny as hell, man. But well, I mean, I wanted to talk about one more thing behind the whole Trump situation, and then we can move on. But I wanted to talk about the whole, like, him banning the whole DEI initiative in the government. So DEI.
What that stand for again?
So DEI means diversity, equity, and inclusion. Okay. And what it is, what it was initially supposed to do, from what I understood, was to kind of cap the whole, like, just, because we always thought it was like a sense of discrimination with hiring people. Like, if you're a black man and you're against a white man, more than likely the white man's gonna get the job. I think what this thing was, I think that was the intent of it, but it became more of like, okay, the movement is we need to get more women to be leaders. So you would always see only women being hired as supervisors or different things. And it wasn't necessarily because they're qualified. They're qualified. I would say they're probably qualified, But there are other people that are more qualified than
they were pretty much getting the edge because they were a woman.
Sure. In that situation, or whatever reason they choose for that specific thing. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I was kind of like, well, I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it. But then somebody asked me, well, what if, and it was a right-wing person that asked me this, what if you found out that you got your job because you was black? Because you were a black person? I was like, nah, fuck that. I don't want no handouts, bro. Sure. And to me, when he said that shit, I was like, damn. Cause see, me, I could hear people and I could see their point of views. Yeah. And when he said that, I was like, oh damn, you know, I could see how it can go that way. You know what I'm saying? With you know, with the mindset of like, oh, I'm helping you, but I'm actually looking down on you because it's like, well, I'm giving you a handout because guess what? Without this, you wouldn't be able to be in this position because you're a black man. And see, I don't ever want nobody to feel like they need to fucking give me nothing. No charity. Hell no. Yeah. So as the person that I am, I'm like, okay, nah, it's not for me. Now, do I think he needs to ban it? Well, I mean, what I think don't matter. He already did it. Yeah. And he already he laid off mad people like that were hired under DEI initiatives. So like. Right, so like you remember when he had gotten assassinated? Attempted. Woo! Wow, I gotta fix that. When the attempted assassination. Yeah. Whoa! Don't cancel me, y'all. I don't know what I'm saying. Don't come for me. The head of the FBI was that woman. I forget her name. Oh. Like they called her a DEI hire, and the roof that he had gotten shot, he did get shot. The roof that he got grazed his ear. They said the roof. The excuse they gave was that the slope of the roof was a little too. The slope was too high, so they didn't want like people to fall off. But what's crazy is the roof that the dude that shot him off of was higher. The slope of that roof was higher, so it was like it just came off like they just didn't know what the hell they were doing. And I think they were doing a horrible job. And I ain't gonna lie, my girl actually didn't, you know, she didn't like some of the women that she saw in politics. I ain't gonna say who, because she thought that they were only there because they were like either a black woman or a white woman, but they didn't really add nothing else, or a gay person. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just being given these positions just because they ain't of that. In pretty much. That's what she was saying. Yeah. I mean, all the qualifications. Exactly. Like, due to that. So what do you think? Do you think that's a good thing that he banned that? Or do you think that because some people are freaking out saying like, yo, like this is going to set us back. And, you know, they're trying to like, you know, they're trying to say like the black man is being, or the black people are being black minorities. I
think that's an experiment. I think we wouldn't be able to speak on what it'll do until we see what it does. You get what I'm saying? Because like if it was working negatively for anybody, then it should have been, you know what I'm saying, rethought of, revamped or whatever. So I feel like if he did that, and then it looks like people are literally getting the jobs because you are more qualified. Yeah. But if it gets to the point where we're seeing like now that it's like just a disparity, like where only this type of person getting hired, then maybe it was the wrong decision. But I feel like it's one of those types. It's like more like an experiment type.
Because I feel like it's discrimination, isn't it? In a way, like if you only hiring me because I'm black,
it is.
That's like, I don't know if I want. I don't know. I mean, I know I don't want that. I ain't got to even guess.
Well, it's too late to look at it, because if they're not hiring you, because what if it goes the other way?
It's the same thing either way.
But I'm saying, so if you couldn't get on because you were black, then you finally was able to get on, like, and it was like you getting an extra boost because you were
just
black. You
because I'm black?
No, I'm saying because you're qualified and you're black. Now you're looking at it like, well, shit. All these other 10 years I was looked over because I was black. So you might think it just depends on how it affects you.
And I think that's how the people who are freaking out about it are looking at it, because they're like, well, all these years, like, okay, like for instance, there was this commercial that I saw, bro, and this woman, I think she was like a trans woman. Yeah. She was saying that you know, if or is that, I think she's a trans man. So she's a woman that converted to a guy, I think. Or something, maybe, I don't know.
Just say trans.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. But anyway, she was saying like, you know, she's in the force, when I say the force, I'm talking about like the fire, like firefighters.
Yeah.
She's a firefighter.
Okay.
And there was a commercial, bro, and she actually said, like, if your husband is in there and if he's in there, like, you know, because I think somebody asked, like, what if it's a man and, you know, like a certain weight? And she's like, well, why is he in there? Like, why is he in the house when there's a fire? You're a firefighter. Like, you're supposed to, like, that's not supposed to be your you know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to just get him out.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why
So
is he in there?
I thought that was like, whoa, like, you know, it set a bad precedence, I think. So I think,
that did sound crazy.
yeah, so I think some of these things, some of these situations, it's because he got shot, maybe because he's seen these different things. He's like, yo, this shit is nuts. Like, we need to get rid of it. But then again, I don't know. Like you said, what does it turn into?
Maybe he looking at it like he want everything to be black and white. Like, and I don't mean like color wise. I think he wanted to be like, man, we just gonna put no boundaries on nothing, no stipulations. Like, the most qualified getting hired.
Get it?
You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
yeah.
And I think the people that had to deal with discrimination are looking at like, well, that's gonna set us back. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's kind of one of those things where we just have to see. Like, we're not gonna know until like we actually realize when we looking around. It's like, dang.
You know, I have faith in the country, bro. And you know why I do? Because it's our turn. Mm-hmm. Like, in our generation, and I'm talking about millennials, there's a lot more biracial couples, a lot more light-skinned kids running around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot more acceptance. Like, a lot of white people and black people are actual friends. You know what I'm saying? They're not just saying, oh, I got a black friend. No, they're actually friends. You know what I'm saying? I feel like time is kind of... Some of that shit's just old, bro. Like, it's old thinking.
But
like,
you know, I get what you're saying, and you know what's crazy about it, bro? Every time you feel like that, we see something that push you back 20 years. Because it's like, you just seen the boy. Did you see the mother that's looking for justice for her son that got hung? North Carolina? I think it's North Carolina. I hope I ain't saying the wrong state.
That happened recently?
Yeah.
Damn.
Maybe like no longer than 2 years ago, but she's trying to... She like, man, there's no way my baby, like, he was 21. She's saying, like, they're trying to say it was a suicide.
Oh.
He's saying, like, how was he able to climb up that tree and tie a noose and hang himself? So it's kind of like, and there's been a few incidents where people been hung themselves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not hung themselves. There's been a few incidents where black people are being hung. And it's like, are these radical white people that's doing it? Don't nobody really know, like, what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like sometimes people will get, if it don't directly affect us, we'll get it, be like, I don't think a blind eye think like, but when in actuality is go like, I'm gonna tell you for a fact, it's a place in Virginia called Pound, Virginia. It's an area, Pound, Virginia, Wise, Virginia, and they're racist, bro. You know what I'm saying? Strongly racist. Like, hey boy, it gets like that. Okay. Like, and you would think if you never went there, you would be thinking like this doesn't exist. You would only think about Virginia Beach. You only think about Williamsburg, Hampton, Newport News, Richmond, wherever you're going. You would think that these places don't. And then you get incidents like this. If somebody that's going out there to go see one of their loved ones that's just happens to be in prison or
so I could see what you're saying. Yeah. The thing with those places, I think though, is they're like backwards. They're like backwards, back bush places that most people
everywhere.
Sure, but like, okay, for instance, right? I've been all over this damn country, bro. Yeah. I'll tell you this right now: the most racist place I ever been, and I'm not a race bidder, so. Actually, you probably know this more about me because I'm more like, you know, I don't really use the race thing. But I feel like in certain parts of Italy, they're racist as hell, bro. So I was married to an Italian woman. And so I used to frequent Italy, you know, from time to time. And or rather, I frequent Europe from time to time. I went to Italy once. So when I was there, I used to get a lot of looks. People used to stare at me all the time. And actually, her uncle told me that, because I asked him, I was like, Brandon, why are people always staring at me here? And he was saying, well, they're not used to seeing black people in the position that you're in. Sure. Because they have a lot of refugee black people from Africa, because Italy's like a boot and Africa's right there, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't take much for them to like migrate into the country. And usually what comes with refugees is crime, prostitution, real like low, what I'm saying, low class stuff, right? So it kind of sets a bad taste in the citizens' mouths or whatnot. Because it was noticeable, bro. I was like, damn, like I actually felt uncomfortable, which, it's kind of weird, like for somebody like me to feel uncomfortable by like, I'm saying just the way people looked at me. I was like, damn, bro, like I felt it. And, my ex-wife was like, it's okay. Like her family was like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I don't think okay. So if you're saying there's a place like that in America, you'd have to show me. However, I'm not saying that there's not, right? I haven't experienced anything like that here, not even close. Now, when I was younger, people used to look at me when I would walk into stores because they would think I would steal. But that's because I was stealing at one point.
You been to Pocosin before?
I drove through it. I never like hung out there. I had like coworkers from Pocosin, so we would talk, and they would kind of tell me some stories. I've heard some things.
I give you a prime example. I played basketball, bro, for Lafayette. So, was I playing for Lafayette
High School?
Yeah. Was I don't remember which one I was playing for. I think it was Lafayette. I think it was Jamestown when the coach told me this.
Okay.
And he was like, we were playing for Pocosin. He specifically came and told us, the black player. And he said, y'all might hear some things out here. And I said, well, shit, if I hear something, I'm going to react to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. Let them know straight up.
That's what it was. Like, they were like, won't no black people here. It was all white people. So when people be like, they didn't experience it, I'd be like, I had experience it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had experience it. Bro, that's why I say it's crazy we lived in the same neighborhood and I didn't see some shit in those same neighborhoods where that same area stuff where I witnessed racism.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, no, I'm not saying
a white dude take my bike, throw my bike, a grown man, bro, throw my bike in the middle of the street. No, he threw my basketball. We rode off with my bike. He threw my basketball in the middle of the street. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you didn't, and that's what happens with a lot. If you never experienced, the only thing you could judge on is what you seen. You get what I'm saying? You'll be like, I don't think, but that shit exists and it continues to exist.
So I don't dispute the fact that racism exists. I will never dispute
in our backyards.
Like, but what you're saying, remember, you just said that was over 10 years ago that you're talking about. So my thing is this, right?
That's just the incident. I just gave you an incident. Right. I'm telling you, like, that was 10 years ago. But what I'm telling you is, ain't much changed, bro. Like, a lot changed. Your technology changed. Like, it's the same.
You people. You don't think much changed?
Nah, I don't think so.
Nah, I think a lot's changed, bro.
I don't think so, bro.
I think back in the day, if you was a white guy with a black girl, you get weird looks, or vice versa.
I don't think so. I
feel like nowadays
friends dated white girls. We back then. But
we was in high school. I'm talking about as adults. If you used to walk around, if you had a black wife or a black husband back in the day, you would get looked at more. Well, nowadays though, if you have a black wife or a black husband, I would say maybe black people will be mad at you for doing that. But white people don't give a damn.
I ain't gonna speak on his name, bro. But his mama,
or at least some.
His mother and father white, mama black, been married since, I don't know how long he been married, but ever since I knew him, and I met him in middle school. We played basketball.
Okay.
They go everywhere, like sport. We played AAU, so we traveled. We went to Florida. We went through so like, and this was back then, like, so it's like.
Wait, okay. Back then, like, you're talking about high school days.
Yeah.
Okay.
High school days, but I'm talking about they're still together now.
Yeah.
I seen them, like.
That's crazy.
So what I'm saying is, like.
Yeah, but that's just one person, one couple. So remember that.
I know, but I'm telling you that I know it's one couple, but I'm telling you that it exists. Like, it's nothing like.
No, I never said it didn't. I said you would. Okay, I guarantee you, if you talk to those people, they will tell you we had a harder time back in the day than we do today because the world's become more accepted. Bro, like, so. You gotta see that, because the reason why. Remember, President Obama made it legal for gay people to get married. Back in the day, if you were gay, bro, you had to hide that shit.
Those two different topics.
Well, no. What I'm trying to say is, like, humanity has gotten a lot more, like, acceptable. Like, you know what I'm saying? They accept more.
I mean, they created laws. It ain't that it got more acceptable. They created laws to protect the LGBT.
Bro. Listen, bro. If you think, okay, like, I'll tell you this right now. How I grew up back home.
Hate crime, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you this right now. How I grew up back home. When I came to America, bro, if I can, like, look at things, I was taught to hate people in the country of Jamaica. It's a very Christian country, and if you follow the Bible verbatim, you know what the Bible says about people who sleeps with the same sex. I ain't got to say it. You know what the Bible says about that. Back in Jamaica, you know what I'm saying? We were raised on that.
What do the Bible say about people that steal? What do it say about people that lie?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, like, people...
Well, let me finish, though. Because I don't want to... What I'm saying is, I don't want to end on that. What I'm saying is, when I came here, like, I realized, bro, that the shit they were teaching us back home was freaking radical. Like, it was, like, so crazy that, like, bro, you can't be walking around... I'm not God. Like, I can't tell a man how to live their lives or their life. Or I can't tell people how to live their lives. Like, so I realized, you know what? I need to make sure that, like, I get whatever the hell that shit was out of my system, and I did. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck who, let me say it nicer. I don't care who a person wants to be with, how they want to carry themselves. You can be whatever the hell you want to be. I'll be your friend. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care if you're white, black. I don't discriminate against anybody. You know what I'm saying? Period. I married a white woman. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's who makes me happy. That's how I feel. It's who I could trust. You know, so, you know, relatively, who I can trust, who I can feel like, okay, I love unconditionally. So unconditionally, I don't know if that's a real thing, but you know, but like I don't know if today all I'm saying is this, right? If I can be radicalized by like somebody who grew up outside the US, let's say they were radicalized against United States culture, and they come here and they realize, wait, damn, our culture was the one that was fucked up. They can change, right? They're like that. Yeah. Exactly. So and that's time. I feel like we've been so exposed to so much because of social media, you know what I'm saying, things that are more comfortable on TV. I don't think anybody care, like, not anybody. The majority does not care if you're black, white, Chinese, whatever.
I got one question. So if
Go
they
ahead.
didn't care, why was that white nurse just breaking colored babies' bones in the NICU?
I thought she was doing that to all babies.
No.
Listen to me. Okay.
No, she
okay.
wasn't. She was doing it to black
Actually, you know, I wanted us to talk about that. That's a good. So that woman, right? Yeah, that woman's a that. I mean, that's an insane bro. Like, I don't need to be nice about her. She's crazy.
I agree.
Like, what the hell? Like, how could, bro? Like, bro, my puppy. Like, when Luna had puppies, bro. A few of the puppies passed, and I was super, super heartbroken by that shit. How you can fucking kill a kid? How you can... It's beyond me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize it was racially motivated. I thought she just, like, was just an angry and decided to do this because she just has anger in her. She's just an evil person. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, you cannot say that America's majority nowadays people are majority racist because this one woman did this thing.
Bro. And even back in the time when people was racist, you still had white people that were doing good. That helped. But
that's the point I'm trying to make, though.
So it's gonna listen. And the point I'm making, it's gonna always be people that, and it's probably not as bad as it was.
And that's all I'm saying.
But I'm saying it still exists, and it's not to the point.
Yeah, but I never said it didn't.
No, I'm talking about it's not to the point where it's like, man, it's just a small fraction of people. It's like you got.
So what's the percentage you think then?
I can't speak on the percentage. I would have to do, and then a lot of people.
No, just make a guess.
But they're undercover racists, so I wouldn't know. Like, people that this lady was working in the medical field, nobody knew she was racist till she did her act. So you don't. The thing about a racist, why I hate a racist, because they can have a hand. They don't have to. They don't come out and don't. I like the racists that come out and wear their Confederate flags and say we white power. I respect those ones because they're true to who they are. Mm-hmm. The ones I don't like is the ones that sit around you and smile and say, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" But at the end of the day, yeah, I was sitting around these.
Yeah, but you can't stop that anyway. So why the fuck worry about that?
I'm not worried about it, but I'm saying it exists. So like, when you don't worry about it, that's why that lady was in there breaking baby kids, because people having a mind frame to think nobody will do it.
Okay, so and this is something I talked to my buddy Cole about. You cannot get rid of people's biases. No matter what you do, it's actually impossible to get rid of bias. So to sit back and worry about, man, these people are racist, is actually doing more damage to you than it is helping, I think.
Nah, it ain't.
Because to me,
live your life and judge people based
on. But remember what we just saw.
Admit that it's there. That's what I'm saying. So if she was breaking, like, you didn't even know that the kids were black. You thought it was everybody.
I just heard a story that this woman was killing babies.
She were breaking.
You were 100% sure they were all black.
Breaking black kids' bones, bro.
That's crazy.
That were in the NIC unit, bro. I got a baby. Yes, I know, bro. I mean, not telling you.
Well, so they died, right? The kids died.
I don't think they died, bro. But I think she got. I think she was. Regardless.
This is a different story.
Regardless, they had broken. Yeah, but this just happened. Regardless, they had broken bones, and she just got arrested. It was a big story.
There was a white lady.
Of course.
Like, oh yeah, but like a younger one.
I don't think she was young.
She was like heavier set.
I seen a picture. I don't want to say that.
I'm trying to make sure it's the same story because I thought she thought the baby died.
I believe it might be a different story, bro. But the one I seen, they might have died. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm not giving you. I don't want to give no false information. But I do know that it was a white lady. Harming black babies in the NICU
around our age group.
I don't know the age. I don't know.
And it was Richmond. Was it Richmond Hospital? Because what I'm talking about is Richmond Hospital.
Maybe, bro.
So it was local. It was a local thing.
I seen it, bro. Maybe I don't. Like I said, I don't.
Okay, you didn't look.
I'm not gonna say something because it say it's Richmond, and then that shit was
like Tennessee or some shit. Yeah,
but I'm telling you that it was black. It was black because if it wasn't black kids, it wouldn't alarm me. I mean,
it would have alarmed me regardless.
No, it would have alarmed me.
Okay,
but it alarmed me until to the topic we're having. Which is relevant to what we're speaking on. That's what I mean by it wouldn't alarm me. Of course, I'm gonna still, but I don't care if it was a green fucking baby.
The fact that you could kill a baby is fucking crazy because a baby is innocent of anything. Like a baby didn't do anything wrong. Bro, like I don't understand that shit, bro.
It just showed like that shit like still exists in some people. And whether it might be something mental.
I don't think you can ever get rid of any bias out of any person. Ever. Like not any person. Well, yeah, any person.
I believe bias and
I don't think biases can go away.
Hate and biases is like biases might be far as what we said when you said if you see if you walking with your lady, you walk around, that can be bias.
Yeah, in a sense. That's a bias, yeah.
Yeah, but a race of being racist and hateful is too.
Well, I actually think one is just a higher tier.
Exactly, it is. But I'm saying,
it's the same. I think it falls under the same category.
But it's still different because you can be like, it can be a white person that just be like, she might just be nervous when she get around black people, but she might don't have no issue with black people. But that's still being biased. But then if you're physically harming somebody, if you're saying that I'm gonna spit in their food, I'm gonna break their bones, I'm gonna do that.
Now let me ask you a question. Let me ask you something. If like, do you think sometimes people do that stuff because of past traumas? Maybe. Like it might not necessarily be just because like, I'm a racist, but let's say like, this white lady is uncomfortable around black men because she got robbed by two black men. You see what I'm saying?
Then she has every right to do it.
But see, you and I looking at her might just think, oh, she's a racist, bigot, whatever. Like we actually don't know her story. So like we might look at it like, well, damn, like why is she looking at us like that? Why is she holding her purse or why is she locking her car 10 times? You know what I'm saying? Like, now obviously you have those people who do that because they are stereotyping. Sure. They do think like, oh, he ain't like for instance, if I'm in my work truck and I'm driving, people tend to treat me differently than if I'm driving like my nicer car.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
The police treat you differently. It's very evident. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Do I think that's racism? Not necessarily. What I think it is stereotyping. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. If I see a dude out here, the same man, if I see him wearing his pants all the way down his ass, and I see the same guy in a suit, I'm gonna have more respect for the guy in the suit. That is 100% factual. Reason why is because I've gotten older. I understand like the maturity that it comes with. The you know what I'm saying? Like the conversations I can have with the man in the suit, and obviously it's not 100% true.
The man in the suit, the
hitman, and the guy
with the saggy pants.
Exactly, but you know what that is? Stereotyping.
Exactly what you say. Yeah,
that's it. So you're right. It's not always like the dude with the saggy pants. He could be the nicest guy in the world. That's just how he.
Man, belt might just broke. Man,
Facts.
He might ain't have enough money to go buy
a belt.
Any type thing, bro. And it's like I try me personally. I try to just not. I try to judge you off of you.
Yeah.
Not what you look like, not what you appear to be. Like, I treat everybody like, it be time, bro. Like, it can be a homeless man, bro. Like, man, hey, how you doing, man? I'm all right, man. You know what I'm saying? And I speak to him. I don't treat him with I treat him with respect. I treat him the same way that I would treat anybody else.
Right.
When you got some people that don't carry it that way. See, I don't judge nobody because I've been in situations where I was fucked up. Or I was down bad. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at it like, I look at it like, man, we all human, bro. Who am I to look down on somebody, regardless how they look? That's why I don't get nervous when I see a group of people or nothing. Like, I'm like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you with your family or something, then I understand it, because it's like, I'm gonna make sure that they're good.
Yeah.
But like, for the most part, bro, like, I'm alright, bro. Like, I don't have no, you know, if something gonna happen if it was gonna happen to me, it was meant to happen to me. But I'm not gonna walk around and be like, oh my God, them guys look like they're up to no good, bro. That ain't my business, bro.
Well, I mean, okay, so it depends on who I'm with. Like I said before,
I said with your, that's why I spoke on that. I said, like, I understand if you with your kids or your family.
I mean, bro, like, honestly, people don't really like, I don't really walk around thinking, oh, somebody gonna mess with me, bro. I weigh 230 damn pounds. Like, ain't no, you know what I'm saying? I work out a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't worried about that. However, there, you know, like you said, if you feel protective over somebody, you know what I'm saying, you might get a little bit more concerned, like, depending on, you know, the situation you're in. But I'm not stupid, because I don't think that, even though I'm strong, even though I'm fit, I don't think like, yo, man, like, I'm about to be able to run into a fucking bullet, because I done seen people die. I know people who are strong, when they get shot, actually, it's people who are fat that's more likely to survive getting shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's interesting how that stuff works. You know what I mean? But you know, this is a good segue, bro, because we were, you know, kind of, you just mentioned that, you know, like, sometimes you be going through your stuff. Like, I kind of wanted us to hit on, like, the topic, like, depression.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And especially in, like, you know, we're both men, obviously, but so men deal with depression differently. And I can't speak from a woman's perspective, so maybe one day we'll get, like, you know what I'm saying, like a lady, a girl to come up here, a woman to come up here and actually talk about how she deals with depression, her experiences and all that. But for right now, let's just talk about, you know, we were having a conversation today and we kind of like hit on that topic a little bit. You know, what would you, do you have something you'd like to say about that?
As far as depression, I feel like, man, it's hard for you to show your depression because you take it as being weak, or people take it as you being weak. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I feel like I suffer from depression, PTSD, anxiety, and this is self-diagnosed. I ain't been diagnosed, none of this, you know, but it's just based off my research and what I feel like. And, you know, I say that because it's like, I had a traumatic brain injury, so the things I was normally able to do, I can't do them as easily. Like,
all right, can you, for the new listeners or people who don't know, can you tell them what that traumatic brain injury was?
Yeah, I got shot in my head, bro. Like, I got shot in my head, so the bullet actually still in my head. Like, they can't remove the bullet, so I don't need. They say I'm alright, you know what I'm saying? How that affect me or whatever, you know. But after going through that, getting shot in my head, like, you know, like, not too many people survive that, and it's kind of like one of those situations where it's like a thing that I deal with constantly. So it's like, whether it's me walking, like, I gotta take extra steps, or I gotta walk a certain way, or anything I do that I normally was able to do, that you might not have to think about before you do, I have to think about it and take caution. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's playing with my son, picking my son up, I still have to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the same person I was. Somebody that used to go play basketball and drop 20 points on these kids out here. Like, I can't do the same stuff, bro. I went to go shoot a basketball and went up and like this, and when I shot it, the ball went all the way over there.
Damn.
I didn't get a little better since then. I can shoot a ball. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I can't physically play the same way I used to play. Like, and I was like I would say, to a normal person, I was an above average basketball player. Like, if I play against you, if you ain't college, NBA, like, I was gonna more than likely be able to dominate you.
Yeah, I remember you were damn good, bro. I remember that. You were good.
Gonna be able to dominate you on the court. And like, now it's like, shit, I'm like the last person you might pick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's something, and that's something I love to do. So sometimes I still be just like, I go to the court, do a few layups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just a lot with that, man. So
you think sometimes, like, the fact that kind of that ability that you had. Like for instance, you know, I love woodwork, and I always thank God for like, you know, blessing with me with my hands. You know what I'm saying? With the and my strength, because like I'm able to carry, pick up, lift, force, push, pull, like, and you know, do some real phenomenal work because of those abilities. And I'm not gonna lie, I've thought about like not being able to do it anymore. What that would do to me mentally.
Yeah, probably break you down.
You know what I'm saying? So like, do you feel like, you know, the fact that you were so good and, you know, like you recognize it yourself that you're not what you're not what you were. Do you feel like that causes depression for you?
Hell yeah, it do. And it's like not even just with sports, bro. It's like sometimes I can be like, my hand might just shake. You know?
Yeah.
Just be shaking. I can't, you know what I'm saying, for no reason. Or my head might be hurting.
Yeah.
I might not have no energy, bro. I might have slept. I might just don't feel like doing nothing. And it's like, somebody might be like, what's wrong with you? Or why you don't do this? Like, and I can't explain to them, like, bro, I just don't feel like it, bro. Like, I don't know why I don't feel like it. I don't know if my lead level's high. They have to check me for lead. That's still in my head from the bullet. Is my lead levels high? My doctor tell me to drink water and flush it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't always drink my water like I should.
Yeah.
I take medicine. I had a seizure, so I take medicine twice a day for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there's just a lot of shit with it, man. It's like, I can't really like, and then me being prideful, I'm like the type person that still be like, go ahead, I'm good, figure this out, bro. Let me see if I can go try and do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's, sometimes I can push myself and do certain things, and then sometimes it's like, I can't push myself. And then even my cognitive skills, like my thinking sometimes is like, bro, I can go like, it used to be real bad. I got a lot better, but like, I can be like, you could tell me, bro, man, we need some more ice, bro. You mind passing me the ice? I can walk out that motherfucker by the time I get there and forget what I...
Damn.
Like, bro, I'm like, bro, what am I supposed to get? And it ain't always like that, but at one point in time, it was always like that. Like, I wouldn't know why I went in there. You
well, I remember you used to be like, we talk, and I'd be like, bro, da-da-da. You'd be like, oh, I told you about that? And I was like, yeah, you told me about that. And sometimes you'll tell me things multiple times because you forgot that you told me.
Yeah, for sure. That's common with me. Like, so it's common. It's like, and the worst thing I hate about it is the fact that I look regular, I look the same. Yeah. So people will just think like, the hell? Everything is not even what the hell. They would just think that nothing is wrong with you. Like, if you just met me, you're not gonna think, this man he has a bullet in his brain, or bullet in his head, or none of that. You're just gonna think like, so you gonna be wondering like, damn, why he just trip a little bit, or why he walking so slow, or why he, So it's kind of like, it's kind of like a disability. It's a disability.
I mean, it definitely is a disability. I would say that.
They want to act like it's not a disability sometimes, but
that's
another date.
Well, I mean, depression, bro. I've never been shot, you know what I'm saying, or I've never had like any serious injury. I never had a real surgery, bro. Like, I've always been healthy. But I've dealt with emotional traumatic events, I would say. Now, people say that I seem to handle these things well, I guess, because I don't let it like slow me down. But I think maybe it's just that I'm good at like distracting myself, man. Like when I would say one of the most traumatic things I went through was or most emotional traumatic was when like I was going through my divorce, you know what I'm saying? And it needed to happen because like, you know, I really didn't like her. You know what I mean? But as a man, you don't want to fail.
You felt like that was something.
That's a failure. I mean, that's 100% what it was. Like, you don't get married to divorce, bro. Like, especially like, you know what I'm saying? You introduce your children and, you know, you get all like intertwined with the lives. You start learning each other's languages. And like I said, I was married to an Italian woman. So like, you know, and so, you know, like, you're mixing cultures.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, bro, like I remember I remember people used to look at us and be like, "Oh my God, relationship goals and yo, like y'all look so crazy. Like, what are you, a Jamaican and Italian? How is that?" Like it was this insane thing.
Mix, like,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, you came to the wedding. You remember, like,
sure.
you know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful thing, like, you know, beautiful woman, like physically, but like, you know, how she turned out to be as a person was just like, wow. And some of the things that she did, bro, when we were going through our divorce, I ain't gonna get into it like tonight, but it was just surprised.
Look at her like, I ain't even expect like, you to get
wow.
that low.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I felt like we could have been friends. Even if we weren't supposed to be together. We could have been friends. We could have been cool. Like, I loved your daughter like it was my own child. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could have actually, our daughters could have still been friends. They could have still been hanging out. It didn't have to be this way, but this is what you wanted for some reason.
So now it got to be like
now that. It's got to be like that. Now even my dad's like, bro, if I see her like in any way like needing help, I'm not gonna do it. And my dad is everybody know my dad is who he is, bro. And when I heard him say that, I was like, wow, like he was hurt.
Rub him the wrong way. So like if you did that to him, like you got to be a messed
exactly
up.
Like right. So you know, I mean, I had gotten to the point where like I started like I had such disdain for her in my mind. If you were friends with her, I ain't fuck with you. Like, oh, you friends with her? Nah, don't talk to me. Don't talk to my daughter either.
Nah, sometimes it'd be like this.
Because I felt like if you can have a relationship with somebody that's working overtime to ruin my life, then you don't like me. You don't care about me. You don't care about my life. You only care about yourself.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And also, birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
And I believe that 100%. So if this person's a piece of shit and you're always hanging out with them, more than likely you're a piece of shit too. And I believe that to this day. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Cancel me, damn it. I'm a die on that hill. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. So, but going through all that, bro, like I definitely had depression, bro. Like,
yeah.
Hell yeah. Like, cause I felt like there were days, bro, and I'll say it straight, cause man, I got like messages on Facebook or just social media, people saying, bro, like you so like strong. How do you like? Cause you know, like how you recover? Like, cause some people they go through a little breakup, and it's like the world's ended for them. Yeah. And I'm talking about just a breakup, not a divorce, like not no kids involved. Just literally because of their feelings, they just can't get over the hurt.
The fact that it's over,
that's easy to me personally.
I agree.
But I don't discount the fact that because I cannot tell you what you should be depressed about or what you shouldn't be depressed about.
You don't know how it makes somebody feel. Like just because you can take it a certain way, their emotions might be
but I still dealt with depression, and some people didn't know that because they saw me like 2 weeks after my you know, when my separation, and 2 weeks after me and my ex-wife separated, I'm out here at Carnival, fucking jumping on trucks and dancing and whining on women and taking pictures, and like, damn, like that. It's like he wanted it to happen, and low key, I kind of did.
Yeah.
Low key, I kind of wanted to get away from her.
That was kind of like you shaking it off, like I'm finally letting them.
Exactly. It's like half of me was like, oh my God, I'm free. I just low key got a pay raise because she won't work, and I had to take care of her and her daughter. Low key, I got a pay raise because now I ain't got to put this money into this. But then the other side was like, I loved them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my baby. That was my baby. That was my daughter. I loved them. You know what I'm saying? We had a family. The dynamic was crazy. And I probably have never really opened up like this about it. How it really made me feel. And I talked to my girl about it because actually we both was going through a divorce around the same time we got together. And if it wasn't for her, because my ex-wife put a bad taste in my mouth about, and I'll say it, I gotta be honest, about women in general, because I felt like I helped her and I did so much for her to betray me as much as she did. I didn't think it was possible for somebody to do that. And I will say this, before people start saying, oh, she must have cheated. No, it was no cheating or nothing like that. People think that cheating is the worst thing somebody could do to a person. You're wrong. When a person could cheat on you, and it's not necessarily to hurt you. So, sure, it's not a mistake. They say it's a mistake, but I don't believe cheating is a mistake, right? You wanted to cheat, that's why you did it. However, it was more about you, more about satisfying your desires, more about, you know what I'm saying, like you weren't really ready for the relationship, and you see somebody you like, and you're like, man, I just want to, you know what I mean? And yeah, you hurt the person inadvertently.
You ain't do it malicious.
You ain't do it malicious. Exactly, Mel. When you actually go out your way to lie, to make up rumors, to like just try to destroy the person's life, whether it's through the court system or calling the cops or just something, or spreading rumors with the neighbors or job. Like, you got people that will call your job, and I'm not saying this happened to me. People that will call your job and say, yeah, he did. Like, I've known people where I work. I've known people who call and tell on they say their boyfriends got guns on them or something, like, things like that. Get you out the game. That's crazy. That, right, to me, I'd rather you go sleep with 10 other men than call my damn job and try to get me fired. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to ruin my life.
Arrested or fired or whatever the situation
exactly.
Could be. Like, you're trying to really. I agree with you. Like, I feel like if there's certain things that you can't shake back from. Like, not to say nobody wants to get cheated on. You might not be able to shake back from that, but it's like, it's a lot of things you can do that's worse than getting cheated on. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, but people put such a high standard on that cheating stuff, man, where they think that, and like I said, it's not my place to tell you what you're supposed to be depressed about. But because I was, I was so, like I said, I was kind of like, I felt like I failed. I did feel depressed. Like, there were days when I was under the covers, man. Like, I was like just laying down. I had to lay down. Like, I had to. I couldn't function. Now, I'm not gonna lie. She did say to me that she feels like if we ever split, that it'll probably take me about a week or so to move on. And she wasn't wrong, because I did move on very quickly from her. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and act like a saint. You know what I'm saying? However, I still would have rather, like, if we were mature enough, you know what I'm saying? I would have rather not go through a divorce. There you go. We weren't meant to be together, but I would have rather not go through what I went through. You see what I'm saying?
Y'all seen it sooner than later, like,
yeah, before we even got married. Yeah, like, I'd rather, yeah, there you go. Like, okay, you know what? This ain't gonna work. We're not compatible. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you want to live is not how I want to live.
You was kind of blinded a little bit, like.
No, she like faked the funk very well. Like, it's like a lot of girls do that, and I know a lot of guys do it too. But I'm a guy. I don't date guys. Like, I'm straight. I don't date guys. I date women. So I can only speak from my perspective. Like, someone will say, like, I was a single dad for years. So some women will say, oh yeah, like, they see you and they're like, oh man, he's a good-looking guy, and they want to be a part of your story, or they want to join their story to yours. They'll want to be a part of it. Yeah. I can handle having being a stepmother, or, like, sharing you with your daughter, but then when they come in, they can't, and they don't actually understand. Like, look, I know, like, you're probably used to dating guys who say, yeah, I got a kid, and the kid's over there, and they might see them every so often. No. I have my daughter full time, like she's day to day, every single day. So when we go on a date, I gotta find somebody to watch her and different things like that. I'm not, my daughter's grown now, like, not grown, but older now, so it's easier. But I'm talking about them days when it was, hard. And some people weren't ready for that. They thought they were, but they come in and it's like, wow, like, you're dating me and my daughter almost.
Because they dealt with people that probably didn't put their kids as a number one priority. So it's like, when they can get somebody, they going over here and they could go on the date, whatever, but you like, nah, bro, I gotta make sure she's straight. Like, if I don't have no babysitter, then she gonna either come in with us or it ain't no date.
That's
you
it.
Feel me? And that's what
it
is. And some people can't take that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's real, bro. And even back, like, to speak on the situation we spoke on earlier too, like, far as, like, with me getting shot too, I want to bring this up as well, like, where everything has to come together and people got to understand. Well, I want people to understand, so you got to understand, but I want you to understand that, like, on top of me getting shot, I was only home. I only had been home for a year.
Wasn't long at all.
Going on 2 years, maybe.
Yeah.
So I've been in prison for 9.5 years. I come home to COVID, so nothing is like the world is nothing like.
Yeah, like
it's not
supposed
like
to
what
be.
I expected to come home to. Like
Yeah.
everybody got on masks, you can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On top of all that,
It's like you get out of a prison and come in another one.
and get in one that you like, man, what is going on with the world? Like this ain't what I expected to come home to. You know what I'm saying? So in the mix of all that, then I get shot. So it's like now I'm dealing with not only the drama and anybody that listening that, you know what I'm saying, a part of my life, you know what I'm saying, that's not only the drama, was I still was suffering with the drama from going through so many years of being in prison.
Yeah.
As a kid, I went to prison at 19, so it's like a lot of times that just fuck people up on its own.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
Doing
for sure.
a long time in prison or whatever, and coming home and getting used to society again. On top of that, I got shot in my head and brain injury. So, you know, like, I'm a work in progress, man, but like everything gonna work out for me.
What y'all need to tell him is that, you know, if y'all been watching our episodes, man, he does a damn good job for somebody with a bullet in his brain. Right? You know what I'm saying? Just know, bro, you're doing good, and you know what I'm saying? You don't like, you know, you don't have any inclination, or there's nothing that depicts that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see any evidence of you being shot in the head, other than the fact that I knew you got shot in the head. You see what I'm saying? And I remember when it happened, you know what I mean? And how worried everybody was, like, you know, that you actually weren't gonna make it.
For sure.
Because we all thought you were gonna die, bro. Like, I'm not gonna
I got
lie.
pictures, bro. I got still videos of me hooked up to tubes. Like, I didn't, but the man, me having a brain, I couldn't remember none of this.
Yeah.
So people are showing, my girl showing me these pictures. So I'm seeing, like, she like, look, this day you was rapping.
Shit, you didn't even remember you had a girlfriend.
You know I had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
A lot of shit, bro.
Yeah.
I forgot I had a girlfriend, but she showed me this how drastic it went and so fast. She showed me a video of me. I wasn't rapping because I didn't have a lot of energy, but I'm in there and listening to the music. I'm like, oh yeah, this shit hard. To the next day, I'm not talking at all. I digress. They like, oh, we don't know if he gonna make it. Like, I'm back to like I was just in there. She just seen me in there like this talking, breaking my head to the point now I'm like this with tubes and.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like
that's tragic, bro.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like to be where I'm at, and it's like, and I'm gonna say something, mind over matter, bro, because I always told myself like everything I was going through, I'm like, well, now you gonna be alright. You gonna figure this out. You gonna some of your vision gonna come back, and it did. My vision was way worse. It didn't come all the way back, but it was like my vision was real bad, bro. Like to the point where like. You see me how I walk now, I'm like gingerly walking, but I was like, I couldn't walk. Like I had to have somebody assist me. You get what I'm saying? Like
your equilibrium.
No, I couldn't see.
You couldn't see anything at all.
Bro. I want my equilibrium. All I could see at one point in time, only thing I could see was right here. And when I say right here, I mean literally right here. So that shit was over there. You could have been throwing your middle finger up. I couldn't see that shit.
Damn.
You was goddamn about to punch me in my face. I couldn't see it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't like. So all this was a shake back story, like, and I'm coming back, and I'm just coming back little by little. Like, all right, okay, all right, now I can remember some things. All right, I know I need to take my medicine, man. I got seizure medicine. I don't need to, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes my girl the other day like, did you take your medicine? Because every now and then I might forget, you know what I'm saying. But it's to the point now where it's like it's so routine that I'm used to taking it, you know what I'm saying. But there's still like times where my mind lack, and I know I need to take this medicine. You know, so
that's crazy. Damn, I mean, I don't think I went through anything as like halfway as traumatic as you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not even close. You know, like I said, I lost friends through gun violence, and I mean, you know, I grew up around it, but that don't mean I need to like show that I grew up around it.
Sure.
That don't mean that I need to like galvanize it, like to make it like perpetrate it, like it's like yo go, like I don't need to come off like I said, we talked about this before. I don't need to come off like, you know, that I'm into that thug shit, because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like I like living a very peaceful life.
For sure.
You know, I got guns, but I don't want to use them, if you know what I'm saying. If I don't have to, I know how to shoot very well actually, but I don't want to use them if I ain't got to. I got them because I like them. You know what I'm saying? And I protect my home if I need to. But like I would actually never want to be a person like to shoot another individual. Like that's something that I don't, because I'm Christian. That's something I don't, and I know I've been cursing and stuff, but yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Yeah, nah, it's stressing time, bro. It's stressing time, but yeah, the Ciroc does help. But damn, look at you, man. You right, the Ciroc, because I done forgot what I was saying. Yeah, but you know, I can't compare to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I just understand, like, you know, just you understand that, you know, we're happy you're good. We love the way you're living. You're taking care of your family. And you know what this should do? All the listeners out there that are like trying to change their lives, like, understand that, look, there's always somebody out there that's been through more than you. There's always somebody out there, you know what I'm saying, that's going through more than you. So always, like, bro, you can make it. I had a family that I cherished, you know what I'm saying, for a time, until I realized, like, no, this ain't the family that I was supposed to be having. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you this, you know, and then we'll end after this, but like, one of the reasons why I got married is because I wanted to give my daughter the semblance of like a mother-father household. You know what I'm saying? Stuff, yeah, like the nuclear family, because it's important. Like having a father and mother in the house. I grew up with a father and mother in the house. They split when I was like, I would say 11 or 12. But I remember those years were good. We used to go to church. We used to, you know what I'm saying? Like my dad and mom really tried during those years to show us what it's like to have that unity, or that unit, I should say. You know what I mean? Moving as one. We together, we're a family. This is, our household is what matters more. But I will say this, you know, I used to look at that relationship as a failure, but now, and this is what time teaches you, and I'm gonna look directly at y'all and say this. I used to look at that relationship, when I say, I'm just talking about after the separation, as a failure. But now I look at it because of the who God put me with today. I look at it as like God was trying to prepare me for the woman that I need. This was something my woman told me when her and I got together. She said, the black men represent 5 fingers. And y'all can take this and use it. She said, this many, right? This many, they're incarcerated. Well, actually, not that many. This many. This many is incarcerated, right? This many are married. This many right here, well, actually, sorry. I'm messing it up. It's the Ciroc. Let me start over. Let me run it back. 5 fingers represent men. And she was saying black men, right? So let's say black men. This many incarcerated. This many young boys, not really on shit, not really serious about anything. You know, the ones that are trying to figure, well, or the ones that ain't up to no good. Okay. You can't really trust them to lead a family, lead a household. And then this many right here are married. You know what I'm saying? And then this many right here, the top of the pinky, or not the pinky, the top of the index. Man, I'm lit tonight. The top of the index. She said, this is the men that are the men that women value, the men that women like dream to have. And my woman now said, Peter, you are in this category. Why would you marry somebody like you did? And once she said that to me, I started looking back and I was like, yo, it changed my perspective. You know what I'm saying? So all the dudes that are in this category, just remember, you got a woman out there that will cherish you. You know what I'm saying? And her saying that to me, like, it made me like realize, you know what? It's the same thing for her, the 5 fingers. Yeah. She's in this category as well. And there's a dude out there that mistreated her. There's a dude out here that didn't appreciate her. Right? But I've been looking for a woman like that my whole damn life. And I'm just saying that to say this. During the failure of that marriage, there was depression. But getting through the depression, I saw that it was actually God preparing me to be with this woman, because I wouldn't appreciate her as much as I do now if I didn't go through that.
That's real shit.
You know what I'm saying? So and it's something, and that might sound like it I don't know, some like self-made, I don't know, answer. I don't know. Who knows? However, I didn't choose to wallow in sadness and just hate women for the rest of my life and, oh, women ain't shit and da-da-da-da-da. No. And I'm happy I didn't do that. I realized, you know what? It was just this one woman that was no good for me. She might be great for another man. She just won't no good for me. Mel got shot in the head. Listen to my whole love story. That got, you know what I'm saying? There's more stuff. Obviously, we can always tell more. That's just one aspect of our lives. He got shot in the head. He survived. I thought I found some Disney princess. Didn't work out. I survived. So guess what? We'll be okay.
Well,
You'll be okay.
Keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
Keep pushing through whatever you going through. Like, you going, it's light at the time.
That's it.
Keep pushing.
Well, I think it's a good place to end it. Yeah. Go ahead, man. Do the honors. Like.
Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, man.
Subscribe.